Can you hear that? This is insane, bro. God, I look like a peacock today. Anyway, someone let me know, why the hell aren't the Game Awards fan choice? This never made sense to me, right? Never, ever, forever, never, ever. But I want to be clear. This year's Game Awards nominees, the Game of the Year specifically, is atrocious. It is god-awful. What the hell am I looking at? Help me understand what the hell this lineup is. Like, it blows my mind. Listen to this. Okay, listen to this. We got Astrobot. Okay, I've heard a lot of good things about this game. Personally, I didn't play it. Okay, but I don't think it deserves a spot on here. Yes, it might be a fun kids game for the kids because it's kids. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it might have a Bloodborne reference, even though Sony doesn't give a rat's ass about Bloodborne. My experience with Astrobot is trying to get the little dude out of my controller. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, this is a weird pick for me. But apparently this game is good, so I'll leave that be, okay? Next one is Metaphor. I don't like RPGs. That's a me problem. This one looks good. I didn't play it. I'm leaving that be. Next. Now starts the bull. Listen here. We got Final Fantasy VII on here. Rebirth. I didn't even know this game existed. I've never played a single Final Fantasy game in my life, and nor have I ever wanted to, nor have I ever cared. I haven't heard anyone on the internet talk about or play this game, and I live on the internet. So why this would be here over something like Warhammer 40,000 or Black Myth Wukong blows my damn mind. Listen here. Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree is unmatched, right? The problem is probably that it's a DLC. That's why it's not on this list. But here, I think it should be an exception. Shadow of the Erdtree might as well be an entire new game itself. FromSoft put more thought, more love, more dedication into this game than probably any of these games on here. At this point, I'm surprised Concord isn't on here. FromSoft listens to the fans and knows exactly what they want, and they always provide. Who the hell asked for another Final Fantasy game? Final Fantasy fans, probably. Where they at though? Obviously running the Game Awards. Then we got Balatro. Okay, another one that I have nothing to do with. I've seen so many people play this game online, and I've heard a lot of people, a lot of streamers, for example, say good things about this game. So yes, okay, personally I wouldn't put a card game in the Game Awards, but whatever. Then we got The Legend of Zelda I Don't Give a Damn, another game that I'm seeing for the first time because ain't nobody playing this shit, bro. And then Silent Hill 2, although a good game, I don't think it should be on here. I think remakes should not be in the Game of the Year nominees. That's not a new game unless the game has more mechanics, more gameplay, more cinematics, added story, all that stuff. This one doesn't. It is just the same game that came out years ago, remade with better graphics, right? Yes, but this is not a new game that came out this year, right? You're just playing the same game again that you played when you were a kid, but now with better graphics. I don't think this deserves a spot on here. I'm very petty. I know. What can I do? The Game Awards should be a place where the world celebrates new, unique, amazing games that came out that year. Black Myth Wukong killed the internet, right? Everyone and their mother was playing this game. This game sold 18 million copies in the first 2 weeks, making it one of the fastest and highest selling games of all time. You know what I'm saying? I think the reason that it's not on this list because the people who made this list are a bunch of little babies. Because, oh, this is a manly man game that no one else would enjoy besides men. The men in our world would only enjoy this game. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we have to put some little baby stuff like Legend of Zelda Echoes of I Don't Care or Astrobot. That's why they didn't put Warhammer 40,000 in here either. Another best-selling game of this year. Incredibly well received and a huge, growing, massive fan base behind it. I'm surprised Henry Cavill hasn't posted anything on Twitter about how Space Marine 2 isn't in this lineup. He's probably still stuck in his room playing the game.
Okay. I mean, the easy answer is Warhammer 40,000. That is my jam.
But yeah, Shadow of the Erdtree should be an exception. It is an entirely new game. I would not even consider it a DLC. And yes, it did break the internet. Another one. Black Myth Wukong did way more than that, outselling every game this year by a landslide. I think the reason they did that is the whole controversy that it had before it came out. I don't know much about that, but hey, why does controversy have to define the game? This game is incredible. It absolutely deserves a spot on here. I was convinced it was going to win Game of the Year, but apparently it's not even in the nominees, which is a cardinal sin. Hey, guess what? There's also Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Now for that one, I guess they didn't do it because it came out later in the year, in October. There's still 2.5 months till next year, bro. The Game Awards haven't even started. So I don't even know if that can be classified as an excuse. That game sold 3 million copies in its first day, not even counting the pre-orders. And the game's great. The game is great. Unrivaled in the fighting game scene. How can it not have a spot on here? Again, I thought Wukong was going to win it over Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, but I was convinced both those games would at least have a spot on here. For me, none of these games should have a spot in the Game Awards lineup. Don't forget about Sonic X Shadow Generations. That one is killing the game right now. They made a whole ass freaking anime episode for that, which also slapped. And it's not on here. For me, the lineup should be Warhammer 40,000, Space Marine 2, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Earth Tree. This should be an exception because of how massive this DLC is. This is a game on its own. Black Myth Wukong, of course. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, of course. Sonic X Shadow Generations. What game company makes an anime to promote a video game? Besides like League of Legends with Arcane, but that's a different thing. And last but not least, and I hate to do this, it should be Helldivers 2. Another game that broke the internet when it came out, right? Everyone was enjoying it. Everyone and their mother was playing it. Every streamer was talking about it until it crashed and burned and died. But the amount of people that enjoyed it when the game was good, the amount of people that bought it when the game was good, numbers don't lie. The game should be on here. It shouldn't win, but it should be on here. Black Myth Wukong should have taken it by a landslide, and it's not even on here. I'm so pissed. I'm petty. I don't care. Who are these goddamn limp dick crack rock smoking motherfuckers who are making these lineups? I don't understand. Do they even play video games? Do they even play video games? Just look at the numbers. Look at which games are more beloved. Look at the streaming scene. Look at go to Twitch and check the categories. Check which games are on top. This isn't a hard thing to do. Jeff Keighley, man. What are you thinking? This should absolutely be fans' choice. Never critics. Never critics. Fans' choice. Hopefully they see the reaction they're getting from fans because of this bullshit and they make some changes. Otherwise, I'm gonna cry. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe and follow me on Twitch, and goodbye. Bye.